Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I am Pretty Papercrafts 67, and today I am doing my October design team project for the ladies at WhichCraftDoYouDo. I've just scraped in by the skin of my teeth with everything going on with mums. I have not been able to concentrate, but the ladies are very understanding, but I was really pleased. I am really pleased to be able to get one in October. So the kits that I am working with today are, I've got 3 kits, but 2 primary kits: the Vintage Document Collection Set 1 and the Bits and Pieces Set 8. Us ladies in the design team, there was a private chat and Kylie and Nat were saying how great the Bits and Pieces Set number 8 is, and I hadn't even seen it. I hadn't had any chance or time to even look. But yes, I did go on and I had a look, and it is a brilliant kit. It has 128 pages, and again, comes in a myriad of colours. And then I'm also working with the Vintage Documents collection, which again, Kerry sent all us ladies on the design team a happy mail some months ago, and these were included within the happy mail. And I cannot part with them. They are just absolutely beautiful to me. And I really thought they were vintage documents. So there, Kerry has a video on her YouTube how she's aged these, and I will try and find it a link below. But these are just beautiful. And ever since I have received these, I've always wanted this kit. So I've finally gone on and downloaded it. It's absolutely beautiful. So the 2 kits again are the Vintage Documents Collection Set 1 and the Bits and Pieces Kit Set 8. And I'll also be using a little bit of the Decorative Papers Mega Pack as well. So what I have decided to do is make these little sort of document holders. This was actually a Roxy's Weekly Challenge piece, or earlier on in this year, and since doing it on the Roxy Weekly Challenge, I have used these a lot in my ephemera bundle. So we're going to make some of those. I've got the Miller and French stamp set that we may use a bit of that. So I've only printed some of the pages from the documents collection, but I'll just go through and show you what I have. So each document, there are letters, and then there are these front covers. So each have a front and a back. So I've printed them all with the fronts and the backs, and these are just some of the pages, some of the letters or documents. They're just beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I love this one too, like a typed, and this one's got some like handwriting on it. They are beautiful. And I have printed mine on this sketch artist pad, and it's very, very thin paper, but it has like a texture to it, so it kind of feels like a very fine watercolor. So it's beautiful with these documents. It just gives them that kind of old-fashioned feel. So that's some of the letters, and then these are the fronts, or the covers, if you will, of the old documents. So I've just printed out a half a dozen, and we'll do one together today on camera. And then I've just folded it up like a little pocket. And then to decorate, this is the Bits and Pieces Set 8, and this is amazing. It is full of little advertisements in varying sizes and varying colours. So you get them in that size, and then they run right down through, so that size, and then there's even a smaller size yet. Here it is here. So that's even a smaller size. So brilliant for layering. And as always, the ladies are very, very colour coordinating with their digital kits. So many things will work together. So you get a whole selection of these kind of things in all different colours. Then you also get a selection of squares in all different colors again and sizes. I've just gone crazy. You get a myriad of keys in all different colors again. So every project that you do, there'll be a color to coordinate. You get a series of the clock faces and the clocks again in all the different colors. And then these I just love. These are what I've used to decorate my pockets because it's like an old library. So once again, these are in all the different colors, beautiful pinks, and then you get them in all different sizes as well. Purple. Then there's a larger size as well. Oh, this is gorgeous too. This it's like a bronze color. You get the beautiful blue, and then they come in a bigger size as well. So that is brilliant for the spines on junk journals. And then you also get some tags. Now my printer, I didn't shrink to fit, so it's cut off halfway, but you get the small and the large. The small come in a sheet like that, so 6 tags to one sheet, and then those there. And then these are just a couple of pages that I've printed from the Decorative Papers Mega Kit, so I'll use just a little bit of those as well. All right, so what we are going to do, really, really easy and simple. I'll just pop these to the side for now. So all I'm going to do is take these, the front covers, if you will, of a document, and I'm simply just going to fold them in half, just like that. And I've got 3 or 4 here, so I'm going to do, we will decorate one, but I'll just go through the steps on all of them. So this is an excellent mass making project. And I find that when I'm doing stock for my Etsy store, it is really a great idea to be able to mass make. All right, so that's all our covers done. Now what I'm simply going to do, I'm going to work with this pinky tone one today. So I'm going to fold this section up, and yes, I will be covering up some of that, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, to make like a little pocket. Okay, so now we come to the vintage letters, and these are just beautiful. So I'm again just going, look at that on the back. Oh, I love it. That would be beautiful inside a journal. So again, I'm just going to fold them in half, and I want one of these to slip into there. So I'm just sort of going to fold it about like there, and then that just slips inside like so. So we'll go through and we'll fold all of these in half and flip them up a bit. So yeah, very, very good quality printables, and the colours are beautiful. There will certainly be a colour for every project that you're going to do. Now also the ladies at WhichCraftDoYouDo have given a discount code for subscribers to my channel, and it is on both their website WhichCraftDoYouDo and their Etsy store. So again, I will link that below as well. You just apply the discount at checkout and it'll all come through for you like that. All right, so we've got all those organized. We've got our little pocket folded up. We have our document inside. Now, what I'm going to do, I think that the pink color will coordinate really nicely with this one. And yeah, it does. It's beautiful. So all I'm merely going to do is I'm going to cut that away. I should have done that before I started the video, shouldn't I? Anyway, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to trim off the bottom section, although I suppose that wouldn't need to be done. And I'm just going to cut off this top. The top section is scalloped, like you would expect if all the books were sitting on a bookshelf. So excuse me if I go a little quiet. And I'm just going to trim down this side as well. And all I'm going to do is just level that up and kind of sort of work out what I could do is I could just stick that straight down and then trim around. So I'm going to just use some glue stick. And I've got a bit of paper here that I'm going to pop in there so I don't glue it onto my document. And I'm just going to just put glue stick on this. And then I'm just going to make sure that's up the right way, and I'm just going to level that onto there like that. And then I'm going to cut that away. I don't want to cut the document. And cut that down through there. And doesn't that make a difference? Look at that. I love that. All right, so that's pretty much our front pocket. This one seems a little big. I'll just pick, oh no, they're all about that size. All right, well, we'll stay with that because I really love that typewriter font. I think it matches well with that one. All right, so that's what we've got there. Now, I have in these ones, I have done just a little collection. I've got the letter, the vintage letter. I've cut a file folder with the Tim Holtz die. I've cut one of the large spines and I'm going to create a bookmark with that. And then I've used one of the little tags to do like a little babushka tag kind of thing, like a little ephemera holder. So I'm just going to give this a bit of ink. Now on these ones here, I have sewn around. So if you wanted to sew, you would do that now before you seal up your pocket. So I'm just going to give that a bit of ink along the top. Now obviously I can't sew on camera and that's fine. I may be able to work a way to come back and sew it later. But it looks just as nice without sewing. That's just my personal preference. Just going to give a bit of ink around there. Now Kerry has aged hers beautifully. And I am going to watch that video again so that I can see exactly how Kerry has done it, and I will give it a go. But I just thought for today we'll just use some ink to distress it up. All right, so that is that. That one's going to go in there. That's a nicer side with the stamp. I haven't got the file folder cut, but that's all right. I'm going to cut one of these big spines as our bookmark. So I'm just simply going to cut up the line as straight as I can. I'm not always good at that. And all right, so there's a little bookmark to go in there. As I said, I haven't cut the file folder, but there'll be a file folder in there also. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to grab these tags. So I'm going to use the brown. And you cut it out and you just score the two to make this style tag. You just score it, keep it all as one. And I'm just going to kind of wrap it around each other just like that. So these two pieces here, these two can actually get stuck together. Just like that, and just flip that over and give that a bit of a burnish to make sure the glue's all where it's supposed to be. Now this front tag here is a little bit of resistance. I'll just rescore that a bit, giving it a bit more room. Okay, so what I want to do with this front section, again in the pink, I'm going to take these and I am simply going to stick them right down on the front of my tag, just like that. So I'll glue up the front of my tag. And I'm just going to lay this down. I just need to get it to the top and make sure there's enough at the bottom and try and keep it straight. All right, just that sort of thing. And then I'm simply, again, just going to cut that away. I am a bit crooked. That's a shame because you'll see it on the books. But anyway, these things happen. All right. Oh, not too bad. And I'm just going to keep all these little bits because they can make great little embellishments or pockets or bits and pieces like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do on this side here, I've got a bit there to cut off. And just trim around this side here. Okay, so on this side, I'm going to grab the papers from the Mega Pack. And I'm just going to take this one because you'll still be able to write kind of on there. And again, I'm just going to stick this straight down onto that. So again, just some glue stick. I don't want to get glue too much on my other side. I'm not very good with glue. All right, so just like that. And then I'm just going to line this up, giving myself enough room top to bottom and staying just off of that score line there. And we can fill that in with some ink. And then once again, I'm just going to cut that away. And down there like that. All right, so that then flaps over. All right, so now what I want to do, that's still a little bit wet for glue, but that should be fine. So I'm just going to grab my cutter, and this front cover, I'm going to cut it as close to halfway as I kind of can. I am just eyeballing. Cut it completely down the middle like that. Did that cut through? No, not quite. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. And then this piece here, I'm going to stick that down here as a little tuck pocket. So that will sit there, and then when it's closed, it'll just have that little bit of a gap. We can even bring it in and just trim off this section here. Oh, I don't mind it actually with that little bit of a, yeah. These ones I must have, yeah, these ones do overlap a little better, and I think that is a better idea, but for some reason it hasn't worked that way, but that's okay. I don't think that looks bad either. So I'm going to give this some ink. It's still very gluey. And how is everyone today? What is today? Monday? Monday was my husband's birthday this weekend, so we had a really nice weekend. The girls came home, and so their partners came over for lunch, and my sister came down. And it was really nice, just a nice relaxing weekend. Alright, so ink there. And then I'm just going to ink this one up just a bit. All right, so then now I have to make my decision. Do I want it? I can put it there and trim off that bit of tag. I think I will do that because I do think I prefer it to cross over. Yeah, I think I will do that. So I'm just going to use some stronger glue than glue stick. And I'm just going to glue on 3 sides because I want it to be an open pocket. There we go, good glue. Just a little bit. Like that. Now, as I said, I'm just going to take it about 1/8 of an inch away from that edge. Like about there, I think. Straighten it up a bit. And then that will flap. Yeah, I like that. And then once that glue's dried off a bit, I will just trim that away. All right, so while that dries a bit, I am going to, what am I going to do? I've got the documents here. That's right. I'm going to use this stamp here in the Miller and French stamp set. It's like a seal and it's the larger one. And I've got some coffee stain. Oh, I've got none left on that one. What else have I got? All right, well, let's just do it on these. And I'm just going to stamp one of those. This is the larger one, but I will cut it down a little bit. And I'm just going to stamp it and then cut it out. Right, I'll just put that over to the side for now. And then I will cut this one out. Now what I'm going to do, that is too big for a closure, so that's what I'm making a closure. So I'm just going to cut it around at that second line, just like that. Cutting in circles is not great, but anyway, we get there in the end. Give that some ink. All right, now I'm just going to cut away this part here. Okay, so I should have put that down on a second piece just to give it a little bit of sturdiness, so I'll do that. Because I want to be able to tuck some string underneath that, and if it's a bit thin, then it doesn't always play nicely. So I'll again just cut around this. We're going off the track. Okay. All right, I'll give that a bit more ink. And then what I'm going to do is make that my closure. So I'm going to, I've got to always remember the dates. The date 1827 goes up the top. So I'm going to fix that onto there with an eyelet. And I'll try and grab a gold one. Oh, it's stuck in there. There we go. Gold eyelet. And I need my crocodile. So this can be a little tricky. Now, it would look, I haven't done it on any of them, but you could sew around that. That would look really nice. So all I'm going to try and do is keep that level like about there. And I'm just going to come in and punch a hole. This is where it gets a bit tricky, trying to hold it and punch a hole. Kind of sort of in the middle, as best you can in the middle. And then I'm just going to set my eyelet in there. Like that. And I just want to lift that up a bit. So I have set it a little bit too hard, but that's okay. I probably should have kept it a little bit looser, but I can still lift that enough to get some string underneath there. All right, so here we've got our little pocket straight in here, like there. And then just little things you could cut some of the little tickets and put those little tickets in there. You can fill it right up. You can put stickers, all sorts of bits and pieces. All right, so now I've got some string, and I'm just going to do a real simple closure. I'm going to try and get my string underneath, underneath the seal. This is why you need it to be. There we go. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to wrap this around a couple of times and seal it off just like that. So there you go. That's a little ephemera holder. And that sits in there really nicely as well. And I do have to cut my file folder, but I won't do that on camera. And just run it through a die. And I just like to use those library books. I love them. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to decorate our front pocket and seal that up. So I'm going to now go to all the little tickets. Just give me a minute. I just got to find them all. Okay, here we go. Now, what have I done? I have done Marseille, which I looked on the internet. That is a town in France, but it's also linen production or something like that. I've used the clock on this one with this little ticket, which has a little clock face on it in the blue. So for the pink, what have I got printed out in the pink? Let me have a quick look. So I've got the really small ones. Oh, there's my puppy. Ooh. Sorry, guys. So I've got those printed out in the pink. And I really like this notes. Just excuse me for a minute. Stop it. Come on. Now sit down. Sorry, guys. So I'm just going to cut out this notes. Lie down. Good boy. And this is not the pink, but it's got that beige kind of feel to it. So it will work nicely with the pink. So I'm going to pop that there like that. And then I was thinking just using exactly the same one again in the pink and building it up. That might look nice. We'll have a look. Okay. And yeah, see, I like that. It doesn't quite fit, but it will work well. So I'm going to give that some ink. I might actually even put this down onto something a little thicker because I'm going to sit it up onto with foam. So I want it to be a little thicker, but I just don't have anything. So again, I'll have to use a bit of this. Not that you'll see it, but just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. So I'll give that a chance to dry a bit. Now, this one here, again, I would have liked to have sewn with these ones here. I have sewn around my elements. But here nor there, doesn't matter. Okay, so this one I'm just going to simply put straight down the middle like that. Oh, no, before I do this, I'm going to seal the pocket up. I'm just going to have a mouthful of coffee. Okay, so I've just got some string, just some ordinary string, and all I'm simply going to do is wrap it underneath there like that, and just sort of do that, and just kind of keep it level as you can. And then I am going to use, I had some washi tape, but that's all right, I'll get some more. Sorry guys. All right, some washi tape. Yeah, I'll find the end of it there, and I'm just going to put just some washi tape down just to secure it. Okay, so I want to kind of hold that like that. That's pretty kind of sort of level. And then I'm just going to put that straight down there. Give it a bit of a burnish just to make sure it's all sticking where it's got to be sticking. Trim that off a bit. And then I'm going to grab my notes and I'm just going to put that straight down over the top like there. And I will use a bit of a stronger glue for this one. And just level that up as best I can. All right. Now with this smaller one, I'm going to cut that out. But there are so many designs to choose from, so this is the fun with this project. Oh, it's going to be endless. So thank you, Nat and Kylie, for making me aware that there was a new printable that I would love. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to grab some foam tape. And this is just $2 store stuff. And I'm simply going to pop that down on there like that. Put a bit of glue. And just sort of level that in the middle, kind of sort of like that. And that way it just kind of pops up. It just gives it that 3D effect. And then that's your little pocket closure done. Okay, and so we have our vintage document. We've got our little babushka tag, which holds some of the tickets, the ephemera. And we've got the bookmark, which I will back onto some thicker cardstock. And I just have to cut my file folder when I'm off of camera. But yeah, such a nice little idea, and it works really nice as a journal pocket, or I'm doing a really old folio style, so that could look really nice pop down inside a folio kind of thing. Very nice for Happy Mail idea. And yeah, like I said, we did it for the Roxy's Weekly Challenge, so I will try and find that video and link that below also. So there you go, everyone. Just a really, really simple, easy idea today. I'll just go through it again, using let me find my notes. The Vintage Document Collection Set 1 and the Bits and Pieces Set 8. So much in there. That is the mega pack. So much in there. So much inspiration. Lots of ideas. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have found this of some interest. Yeah, please enjoy your week. I'll try to get back a few times this week, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, everyone, please stay safe and well, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.